So 6 years ago, I created this.
And so today I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my everyday makeup. So let's get started. Just like a dab. And just like rub it. I don't use sponges because I don't know. I don't.
Yeah, I literally didn't even know how to do makeup myself. How did I expect to give someone a tutorial? But today, after 6 years of doing my makeup every day, I decided that I am now actually qualified to give a makeup tutorial. I am also not a professional by any means, so if you don't like the way I do my makeup, so sorry about it. This is how I do it. You do it a different way, probably. We all just, at the end of the day, we need to look like bad bitches. So without further ado, I'm gonna do my very much improved, hopefully after 6 years, makeup tutorial. Okay, so normally I start with concealing my entire eyebrows because my eyebrows are dark as fuck. So I don't really use concealer, I just use foundation. I'm going to fill in my brows with red. We go in with the foundation again, and then we're gonna just clean it up. I always do this even if they're neat. Okay guys, so I finished up my eyebrows, so we're gonna blend out any extra foundation on our eyelids because that is where we're headed next. So I have this Morphe palette. It is the Morphe 35G. And it looks like this. This one I like a lot because it has a lot of nudes and neutrals and, you know, just basic colors. And you know, so we're gonna go into the crease and we just start out like this, like so. It looks ratchet. I know, we're not even starting. We're not even in the beginning. Or just beyond the beginning. Like, honestly, I'm sorry. I can't even translate that for you. I don't know what the fuck I was saying. And kind of blend it out. So my favorite thing to do, my go-to eye look, regardless of the colors I'm using, is a half cut crease. So that's what we're doing today. But what you're doing is you started as a crease, but you're kind of blending it out a little bit, not too much. We don't want to look crazy. Again, this is just an everyday look. Honestly, when you're learning eyeshadow, blending is your best friend because you can never go wrong with blending too much. I'm gonna take a little bit and we're gonna outline half of your crease. So, like so. I start here and I go this way, and then I'm gonna stop talking because so I'm gonna slowly start bringing it up. If you want to go for like a more like neutral subtle tone one, then I would take a matte, like a light matte color. It's like off-white, like an ivory, or even like just a lighter, no, that might be too dark. More like this color I would take and put it there. But it's kind of sometimes easier to work with shimmers. Especially like if this isn't perfect, I recommend using shimmers just because it blends it in more. I don't know how to explain it, but like it's more, it looks even. So that's what I usually go for. And this one, this is from Target. I got it for Christmas. Looks like this. Kai. I don't know. I've never heard of the brand. But honestly, it's way better than I expected it to work, especially the shimmers. I love the shimmers in here, so highly recommend this. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with French press. And we're gonna tap it on. We'll tap and then, I don't know how to explain it. I tap and then I like smear it, kind of stroke. I don't know what you would consider that. And then we're gonna go in with a dark color, a darker color than one we started with. So it's gonna be like a brown, just like a nice brown. And we're gonna put it in this corner. So basically, I'm just gonna use different colors. I don't have a plan, honestly. I'm just putting random colors on my face and seeing what blends good together and what works and what looks nice. What I'm doing right now is I'm covering up my mistakes and sharpening it up. So that's why I never like try to make sure everything is perfect and sharp and everything, because at the end of the day, regardless, I'm gonna go back in with foundation and make it sharper. So that just looks a lot cleaner. Next is eyeliner, which is the most important part of this look, personally, I believe. So we're going to do a wing. So I start off with that, and I'm gonna make the triangle this way. So this is good, but we still have to make it sharper because, hello, this is the most important part. We can't just slap on this. dab this, or don't blend this with the Beauty Blender because usually it's too big and it'll mess it up. This is bound to happen, but don't you worry, we will fix it. Okay, it looked great and fine and dandy until we messed it up right there. So we're gonna wait for the whole thing to dry, and then we're gonna go back in with our color. This works very good with shimmers because it'll just cover it up. So you have to just wait for it to dry, and then just cover it up, and it's like it was never there. But don't do it when it's wet, because it'll just smear everywhere and it's not pretty. Trust me, I know from experience.
Six and a half hours later.
Definitely be careful with the eyeliner because you want to make sure it's perfect. You want to make sure they match, but you keep going higher and higher. We all have seen those memes. We understand the struggle. Just be really careful. Now that we've done the eyes and the brows, we're going to move on to foundation. So how I do this is I just take some foundation with my little brush, and I start off with underneath my eyes. Bring it out. And since I don't use concealer, I like to let this sit for a little bit longer, just so it has somewhat of more coverage. So while this is sitting, I'm going to put a little chapstick on. So that way, by the time we get to our lips, they're nice and juicy and, you know, they're ready for kissing. I don't know who we're kissing, but. So, I am blending this out. Same thing with the under eyes. We're going to do for our upper lip area because I don't care how much I shade, I still have a little 4 o'clock shadow or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I hate Big Harry. So we're going to blend in everything else and save that for last. But don't save it too long because then it's going to look cakey. We don't want that. So I'll do it now. So I've been using this one lately. It's Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. I have a blush by Ulta Beauty. It's one of their bouncy blushes. Mauve About You. What the? Okay, so we're gonna take the Beauty Blender. We're gonna take a side, obviously, so the next time we use our foundation, we're not pink. So we're just dabbing it there. Cute little moment. We're gonna add a little more foundation to our nose. because I feel like my nose does not have enough foundation on it. Little blush on my nose because I'm a clown. If you see my dating record, yes, I am a clown. I only occasionally do the highlight, you know, because sometimes that's a little too much, you know. So, but we're gonna do it today. I went in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Aurora highlighter palette. And I have this extra volume mascara by Absolute New York. I love this mascara. I got it from TJ Maxx. It has little fibers in it, so it makes your lashes nice and long. You could be here forever, just going and going and going. So now that the mascara is done, all we have left is the lips. I have my Anastasia lip palette. I have used the fuck out of this thing, if you haven't noticed. I love it. I took this corner one and I took this one and I'm mixing it together on top. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna outline it and then we're gonna fill it in. Just like so. You're also overlining it because we're fake. And then I always overline the bottom one too much, so I always go back in with the concealer again. I didn't realize how much I use this shit. I keep saying concealer, but so what I try to do is I make the fullest part on the bottom, so I sharpen the corners up. At the bottom because we still want to be fake. And then sometimes I like to go in with a lip gloss over the top of it, just to give it a little nice oomph. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my updated version of my everyday makeup routine. I don't know when I'll make another video. I want to start making them, but I say that every time and then I come up with a new one the next year. Yeah, I don't know how to end this.